Squid Squeevy here with a new tutorial for Node.js. So before we actually get into anything, I want to explain what Node.js is. And Node.js is basically it's a back-end web program, and it does a whole bunch of stuff for you and all that cool junk. And I want to go over the very, very basics of Node.js and how to get it working. And that would be Express.js. And then the next tutorial, I'll probably go over Socket.io. And that's WebSockets. And it's much easier than Java sockets, I'll give you that. So, anyways, let's get started. So the first thing you need to have installed is Node.js. And you can just go to any... You can just go to any web browser and type in node.js download. You'll get a main page. You just download and install it. It's all fairly self-explanatory. And then once you've done that, it should all be incorporated. Once you've installed it, it just automatically incorporates itself into all your command prompts, anything, even if you have Linux. And I'm going to be going over how to do this with Windows, but it's practically the same with Linux. So let's get started with what we're doing. Let's say, alright, so if we have Node.js, we want to go to our desktop or wherever you want to make a new folder, and you want to make a directory. It's the same with Windows as in Linux. Make directory and call it, I'm just going to call mine ET for, whatever you call that thing. But just make a directory, and I'm calling it ET for Express Tutorial. And I'm going to open that, and there we go. Now we have a folder for all of our Express data. Now let's go to your favorite, or whatever text editor you like. You can use the more professional ones like Atom and Sublime. Those are also free and very easy to install. And then you can also use Notepad and Notepad++, which are less professional but also usable. So let's go to desktop and let's look for the directory we made. So here it is. And let's call this here begin.js. Now we've created our basic Node.js JavaScript file. And so before we actually do anything, we need to get the packages needed to run Express and all that cool junk. So do npm install, and this works on Linux, Windows, and Macintosh, all the same. npm install -- save Express, and then you just sit back and relax while it loads. And I don't quite know how to pause on OBS, so I'm just gonna let it go. It shouldn't take that long, so let me see if I can't pause it. There we are. Now it's going. So I guess just skip through this. In the meantime, I'm going to go over what we're going to cover in other tutorials. In other tutorials, I think we're going to cover things like, we're going to cover Socket.io, Mongoose, or MongoDB, which is a database software. Yeah, I'll go over MongoDB. I'll probably first go over MongoDB in Java before I go over anything else. So we have installed now Express on, well, where we need it to be. So now we have Express, we can actually start some coding. So we want to say variable app is equal to require, which basically just sets up our API, and we want to type in Express. So this is just, so if you've ever coded before, this is basically like importing something. We want to create a new thing. HTTP is equal to require server. This is going to create a server. And in here, where you want to say HTTP, this is going to create an HTTP server. So you'll be able to access your web stuff via other stuff. So anyways, we want to do app. Actually, we want to do http.listen. http.listen. And then you want to put in the port. The common port is 3000. And then function, we want to create a new function. And we don't want anything to be put in this function. And we just want to say, we just want to maybe say something to listening. So we just want to have a basic thing that says, okay, I'm working. Now this isn't gonna work. It's gonna give you an error. Just this code alone. So let's create a new HTML file because we need to actually express something to know. So let's just create an HTML file. Let's just save this here as index.hypertext markup language. HTML is not the best language, so, but it, there we are. Okay, if you can find like a better way to do this. I mean, there are other ways to do this other than HTML, but let's just do it with HTML for now. So, hello title. I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to create basic HTML and body. Naughty. No, very, very naughty. Very naughty boy. Body. And I'm just going to say h1 hello / h1 hello. There we go. We have created our hello express. Hello express. So we've created our very basic HTML file. Now what we need to do is we need to tell Node.js where it's looking and what it needs to get. So we just need to do that, and function request, and so we need to do function, and our parameters are going to be request and response. So it's going to be pinging and ponging, or it's going to be pinging and retrieving, pinging and ponging. That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Pinging and ponging. I don't even know where that came up from. Like I just kind of pinging and responding. So request and response, and then we just want to do response dot send, and you can do a whole bunch of other stuff. You can do response dot, you can just create things. Underscore dir name plus the name of your HTML. I don't even know what I did there. What did I do wrong? Slash index.hypertext markup language. Index.hypertext markup language. Yes. Very good. Alright. That should work. So now we just need to go over here and we need to say node begin.js. And we get an error. Nothing known as get. Oh, I know why. This is a very easy fix. That should work. Yep, listening. Now, we need to go to our Google or your web browser. This is my Facebook. I was doing stuff on Facebook earlier. Ooh, slow today. And you just need to do... So basically what Express does, it creates a local server. So we've created a local server, and we want to access that local server. So we just run node, and there we go, we've accessed it. Oh, localhost no. Local host, and you have to be very precise with how you type it. Oh, there we go. See, it made a server and ran it. So, in short, Node.js creates a server, runs the server, and all of that good stuff, and it lets you do back end and all of that fun stuff. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please say so in the comments below. Like, subscribe, comment, and thank you for watching.